Hi guys, today's video is on how to get physiotherapy license in Canada. I'm sure all of you would be interested in knowing the process. I will run through the slide and tell you the step-by-step process to get your license while still in your home country. Now, this has been available for all the internationally educated physiotherapists by the CAPR, which is the Canadian Association of Physiotherapy Regulators. They have come up with the recent updates to be able to start your process while still in your home country, and also do the initial, the written component of the physiotherapy competency examination, which is the license examination of Canada, which can be done and at your home country, right where you are. Okay, so the information that I'm going to share in this video is being gathered from different websites, but I would also request you to go on the official CAPR website to know about the recent updates. Okay, now I'll run through the slide which is there, which I have prepared for this purpose, and there are certain steps which are required as per the regulations in Canada concerning physiotherapy. Okay, now the process that is here is a step-by-step process of licensing in Canada. Okay, the things that are required for the licensing process is credentialing is to be done, the completion of a degree in physiotherapy, which is achieved in your own home country, language proficiency if the candidate does not belong to a country where English is the first language, and a bridging program which is given by the CAPR after credentialing of your educational qualification. They will advise you on doing a bridging program, which can also be done online. Okay, so now let's start with the credentialing process. The credentialing process is basically the assessment of your educational standards of your entry to practice degree in physiotherapy. Okay, so they would like to know whether the standard of education is substantially equivalent to the standards that are there in Canada. That's what they want to do the credentialing for. So that is why they do the credentialing for the educational standards. For whom it is done? It is done for the internationally educated physiotherapists, which have not people who have not gained their entry to practice education in Canada. So for those people, they have to do the credentialing. And why is it done? This is done because this will tell you whether you are eligible to write the licensing exam. Now, the licensing exam is done in two parts. The first part is the written component. The second part is the clinical component. The written component also can be done while still in the home country, but to be able to write and to be able to be eligible to write this exam, you have to undergo the credentialing process, which will tell whether the education that you have received in the home country is substantially equivalent to the Canadian standards. So this is the credentialing process which I just shared with you. Now, the other thing is the completion of degree in physiotherapy. Now, this is usually a 4.5 years of bachelor's program, which is required, which is the entry to practice course. Now, in certain countries, like in the US, the entry to practice course is Doctor of Physiotherapy, which is a course that is required to start practicing as a physiotherapist. And the perspective of Indian as a country, the entry to practice is the bachelor's degree or the BPT degree, which is considered as the entry to practice qualification for a physiotherapist. Whereas other countries have different criterias depending on the criteria or on the qualification that is required for entry to practice is what they would like to know, and they will do the credentialing of that particular degree. So not only the bachelor's degree that is required for the Indian perspective, for the other countries, as per the rules, whatever degree is considered as the entry to practice degree for a particular country is what is required for credentialing process and also the process of licensing in Canada. Okay, you also would require 1025 hours of supervised clinical practice, with at least total of 100 hours of musculoskeletal, 100 hours of neurological, and at least 40 hours of cardiorespiratory condition. And this is supposed to be a supervised clinical practice, also required along with your bachelor's degree. Then for the countries where English is not the first language, you would also require a language proficiency for all the internationally educated physiotherapists, and especially those people who in whose country the primary or the first language is not English will have to undergo this language proficiency tests. Now, certain tests which are recognized or acceptable by the CAPR or the Canadian Association of Physiotherapy Regulators is TOEFL IBT, which requires minimum of 21 in each component and overall at least 92. Okay, the other one is the CAN test, which is conducted by the University of Ottawa, that requires overall 4 and each component not less than 4, and specifically speaking test not less than 4.5 in CAN test. The other well-known language proficiency exam is the IELTS academic test, and now we require academic test for the licensing process. The IELTS academic test with an overall of 7 is required. They have not mentioned anything in each component, but an overall score of 7 is required for the licensing process for physios in Canada. Okay, the language proficiency policy is also, I'll just go through it. All the scores that are taken together should be calculated in one sitting. It should be a one sitting exam, and the scores that are given in one sitting is what is going to be calculated. The language testing agency must submit the official language scores directly to CAPR within 2 years of the test date. Okay, that is one thing. CAPR receives an official language test before an application. The test results must still be valid. Okay, if your application is given before the language test, the language test should be within two years so that it is acceptable. The next is that the CAPR will do the initial assessment of the credentials, but it will not release the report so that you are not deemed eligible unless and until you submit your language proficiency test results. Okay, they will do the assessment, but they will not release the results. So it is also necessary that you give the IELTS academic and so submit the results. The next is the bridging program, which is also known as the knowledge of physiotherapy practice within Canadian healthcare system, which will also be advised as per your assessment, based on the assessment of the educational standards that are there after they assess your bachelor's degree or the entry to practice degree, and then they will advise you whether you have to go for this bridging program or not. So the things that are required for you, I'll just run through again, is the credentialing process which is required, and for that you need your entry to practice degree, you need your supervised clinical practice hours, you need your language proficiency test, and you need your bridging program, which will be later on advised after the assessment. Hope this video was helpful, and I hope that you would like, share, and subscribe to my channel.